I haven't officially introduced you to the decrement command, so let me just give you a quick rundown on that before the next video. We'll call this DEX assembly file. And the usual rigmarole equals 2066 here, arrow up, go to tools, generate that syscall, yada yada. Okay, so I'm going to draw upon the Petsky codes for this one. There they are, and I'm going to use the alphabet. So as you can see, that starts at 65 and ends at 90. There. So back to CBM. Let us first load into the accumulator immediate mode a value of 65 and JSR 65490. There. Okay, so if I return to the subroutine, run that. There, it prints an A. I want to take advantage of that Q for this one. That's why I'm using this Petsky codes instead of the screen codes. All right, so next thing I'm going to create a little loop here. Loop, simple enough. And then at the end of this, jump back to loop. And that should create an endless or infinite loop, they call it. On and on and on and on. Awesome. Okay, so much for that. Now, so we get out of the loop at some point. I'm going to create a conditional. So I want to, oh, here, first, here, wait, let me, I'm getting ahead of myself one. Here I want to first store this here, STA in memory, like that. And then down here, let's go increment 2044. See what happens. Just playing around. Not much. Have to unload LDA, that value. Oh, and it's quickly cycling through. You remember in Petsky there are some screen commands, and you can see it's clearing the screen and it's colorizing the text and it's doing a whole bunch of stuff real quick. Okay, so enough of that garbage. So before the end of the loop, we want to do a quick comparison here. Let's see. CMP. What did I say? From 65 to 90. Yes. And then we'll create a branch, conditional branch if not equal. There. And it prints out my alphabet. Okay. So now, so there's also decrement, DEC, which will subtract 1 every time through the loop. So let's just change this real quick to 90 and this down here to 65 and run that. There, and it prints the alphabet backwards. Okay, straightforward enough. Let's do the same thing here. I'm going to use just undo, 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 undo. We're back to 6590, and this time I'm going to use the X register like so, and don't need to store it. Well, I'll just delete that for keep things neat. Okay, so going into the loop, we will Don't need this any longer. And we are comparing X now. And we're decrementing X. Whoops. CPX, compare X. Oh, seems like CMX would have been logical too. Okay, this is not quite right. I'm just going to do it. Invalid address mode DEX 2044. Okay, I don't need the DEX 2044, just decrement X. And nada. Okay, so let's go 65. Here's the thing. We have the value in X, but this prints the A accumulator, so we're not seeing anything. So we need to transfer X to the accumulator. And there we go. Okay, so Y, it is printing, oh, I see over here, not DEX, Inc. Increase X. We're starting from 65 going up to 90. So I just went from 90 all the way around to 250, back to 0 again to 65, everything but 65 to 90. Okay, there. There is my alphabet. Got that. So now I can do it the other way around. I'll go 90 here, 65 here, and decrement X. Let's see what I have overlooked here. There, and it prints my alphabet backwards. I didn't catch that there's I'm short one. Hang on here, let me back up. Yeah, Inc X 90 65. So the X is working a little differently than the accumulator version. ABC through Y. Ah, you see that? So I actually just need to add one here. So when it does the comparison to, it'll go ahead and print 90, then add one, then do the comparison and exit out of the loop. There, A through Z. Okay, so 90 here, 65 here, and we'll do DEX, the name of our file here. Okay. There. Prints backwards up to the A there. So 90 is fine. So we want to go 64. Same similarity as the last time. There. So Z through A. You see? Okay. That's DEX. And of course, we can do the same thing also using the Y register by changing all of these X's to Y's. There. Same difference, just using a different register. Okay, so let me go undo, 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 undo. Okay, and I will save that, and that is decrement X.